Something I hear a lot is, Chris, we're too small. We're not really worried about cyber. They're not going to attack us. For a start, they are no longer one man in his bedroom. The most successful being the most money extorted cyber attack that's been recorded to date was accomplished by an assembly of over 40 high-level developers. These organisations spend hundreds of thousands of pounds developing software specifically to target potentially your supply chain. Yes, you'll get the odd phishing email coming through and your staff might click on it and that will start a cascade of security issues. However, these days, more often than not, the cyber attackers are attacking your suppliers, because let's face it, your suppliers are the ones that have the credentials and access codes to a lot of your services, and not just yours, but hundreds of other clients that they may have. And I'll let you into a little secret. A lot of the CCTV, alarm companies, VoIP companies, they do their own IT, which isn't always the best approach. So be warned. Point 2. Chris, we don't really need a support contract. We're quite a small company. We've got someone that looks after our IT, they look after our devices, and they've done it for many, many years, and we've had no problems. Okay, that may well be the case. However, in our experience, and AnyTech Solutions has been going for 22 years, it's impossible now to have all of your IT covered by one person. Unless, of course, that person is skilled in cybersecurity, end user device training, cyber awareness, monitoring 24/7. And the other thing about it is, what happens when that person goes on holiday for 2 or 3 weeks? What IT provision do you have in place then? Is it more ad hoc servicing? Because the problem with that is, with no contract in place, no service level agreement, where's the accountability? Who's responsible if you do have a major outage? Who's responsible for any financial loss that you might incur because you've had a breach? Who's going to help you unpick all of that if your person is away on holiday? So I would say you do need a support contract, and you do need a service level agreement, and you want to have someone that you're partnering with that is accountable and takes responsibility for your IT infrastructure. Point 3, why should you have an MSP, a managed service provider? Why do you need it? Nothing happens with your IT, everything's working, everything's fine. How often do you break down in your car and you knew that breakdown was going to occur? I'm sure none of us do. You have an MOT once a year. Is that enough? Probably not. If you're going on a really long journey, you probably want to have your car maintained. Our service monitors your devices 24/7. Each and every month, we send you a report detailing the performance of all of your devices. Not just the performance, also which devices are no longer fitting within the security risk parameters of your business. Which devices take 30 minutes to start up in the morning, forcing your staff to go and have a cup of coffee while the machines warm up. All of these things cost your business money. And when it comes to replacing those computers, it's finger in the air and you're replacing the ones that are oldest. That isn't always the best strategy. You need to know which devices are performing poorly, which devices are going to cause your business to have a higher risk than it should, which devices are actually causing efficiency blocks within your business. Do you ever hear from your staff saying to you, oh, my computer takes half an hour to start up, or I spend most of my time sitting there watching the egg timer? You won't. How many of your staff come to you and say that when they turn their computer on, they see a virus alarm and they just click it away and it says it's doing some scan or the other? Probably not. Now, if you're not getting those insights, you could be waiting for a huge issue to happen. At the moment, if you don't have a service level agreement with an MSP, you'll be waiting for that reactive approach, i.e. you find the problem, you then make the phone call, then someone has to react. That doesn't work anymore for businesses. You've got to be on the front foot. So if anything that I've said raises your curiosity, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to discuss how we can help or give you some pointers on the first steps in getting yourself and your team in a far better position.